my channel. So excited for today's video because we're going to be working on one of my favorite areas to decorate, and that's my entry table. It's right on the hallway of my home, and I really love to decorate this area because you can do so many things. You can completely transform this area every single season. Obviously my favorite season is Christmas, so we are going to be doing something really cute, really special on a budget, and I hope that you can take some inspiration from this video. I'm going to be working this area with very neutral colors. I'm talking about nudes, green, brown. I'm going to be adding a few touches in gold color too, and maybe some black too. Who knows? So yeah, I'm really excited for today's video. Let's get started. First, I'm going to show you my entry table. This is the one that I have. Well, I actually DIY this table with my husband and we painted black. I'm gonna try to find the video and then I'm going to leave you the link in the description box so you can check it out. And I also have these like arch mirror here. This is what I'm going to be working on. Now let's decorate. I really want to start with a big piece that I can add to this area. So we're going to be working with a sign. I made this sign like 4 or 5 years ago and I really love it because it's very neutral and I can use it every single year. So basically what I did on this project, I got a canvas from Five Below. I removed the canvas fabric and then stained all of the wood. I did the same with this one. I have, as you can see, 2 signs here. I add a really big piece of black board and I stick everything with staples, and then I put on top this other sign, and I made this decal with my Cricut machine. I take inspiration from a photo that I saw on Pinterest, and yeah, it's super simple to do. I think it looks very high-end. I love it, and I have been using this for so long. Now we're going to be adding this here. I was looking for some inspiration to decorate my entry table, and basically in all of the photos that I saw, they always have Christmas trees, so I'm going to be adding one. But I think the trick is where you put your Christmas tree. I have this one. It has a wooden base and I'm going to spread all of the branches. For the Christmas tree, I'm going to be using this vase and I really love this. I think I got it from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put my Christmas tree on top like that. And just to cover like this empty space here, you can use some Spanish moss. You can get it from Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be covering everything here with the moss. On the other side, I really want to add some kind of like elevation. So for that, I'm going to be using this book, and I really love that it has like the letters in gold color. I have these 3 candle holders in 3 different sizes. They are from Temu. They're a little bit like cheap, but they work. You can get a better quality from Amazon or Hobby Lobby or maybe Walmart. I'm going to be putting 3, maybe like this. I'm going to be putting 3. You can leave them simple like that, but because it's Christmas, I'm adding bows everywhere. I got this ribbon in this brown color. I'm not great doing bows, but this is what I did. I made very simple bow like that. These candle holders have like this small area right here, and I'm just using that to secure my bow. I'm going to be doing the same thing on the 3 candle holders. Now for the candles, I was really looking for something in green color, but I didn't find anything. So I got these ones from Walmart. I really like the color though. So this is what I'm going to be using. It's basically like the same color as this wall here, but I actually kind of like it. Okay, there we go. I really want to add more greenery. I'm going to be using a very small garland. It's not a small garland, it's just a piece of garland that I have left from another project. I think this was from the fireplace, I'm not sure. But this is the only thing that I have left. It has some pine cones, and I think if I add it here, it works perfect. I mean, it's a perfect size. So far, I really love my entry table, but I really want to add some kind of like gold accents. So I found this really big ornament at Walmart. It cost me less than $4, and I like the color that it has, but I think it needs a small makeover. So I'm going to be using some spray paint, and I'm going to paint my big ornament outside, and I'm gonna let it dry. I want my ornament to have an antique look, so for that I'm going to be using some wax in antique color. I'm going to use, you can use a a brush or whatever you have at home, and I'm going to start applying all of the wax in my ornament. And then I'm going to be using a paper towel, and I'm going to remove any excess of paint that the ornament has. Once I have that part ready, this is how the ornament looks like, and I think I can add a ribbon on top, and I'm going to pass the ribbon through the small hole that the lid of the ornament has. This is how my ornament looks like, and I really love it. You can add a small bow here if you want, but I'm gonna leave it just like that, and I really like it. I really want to add this ornament here, but this pine cone is in the middle. I need to remove this very quickly with some scissors. I'm not sure. There we go. Okay, now I have some space here to put the ornament. Stay there. Oh my god. Don't move. Like this. Okay, it's not working. I'm gonna use some tape to see if that works. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh god. Okay, next time scissors. Okay, let me add a small piece of tape. It worked. It worked. It worked. Yes. Okay. It doesn't move. There you go. We got it. Now I think it will look beautiful if I add a garland on top of the mirror, but I don't have any garland left, so I'm gonna try to make a small swag. Basically what I'm gonna do is to use some old branches that I have, and I'm going to put them in different directions, and then I'm going to stick them using hot glue and some wire. Then, because I'm looking for a flock kind of look on this entry table, I'm going to add 2 of these stems that I have, and I'm going to stick 1 on each side looking in different directions too, and then I'm going to cover everything using more greenery. I have these very small pieces, and I'm just going to start sticking all of them using hot glue and some wire. So I'm going to use this ribbon, I'm going to make a bow, and I'm going to stick that in the middle of this DIY. Okay, there we go. This is how it looks. Now I need some stairs to be able to put that on top. Let me get one. Okay. I have 2 small pieces of wire on the back, and I'm gonna try to use that to attach this to the mirror. Okay, like that. I think it works. I think it looks beautiful. I like it. Okay, let me, there we go. Perfect. Now let's work on the bottom part of the entry table. Okay, on this area I'm going to be using this basket. It's the same one that I always have. It's pretty big, but this is full of like batteries and stuff like that. I mean, I'm gonna cover that with a throw blanket. I love this one. I think it gives a really nice like cozy vibe. Like that? Yeah, it looks cute. And I'm going to be using a small pillow here. This is the only one that I have that I think is like the perfect size for this area. It's like 12 by 12, but it's a faux pillow, so I'm going to cover this with a pillow cover. This is the one that I have, and it's the same one that I use on my entryway, but the problem is that the cover is super big for this pillow, so I think I can use, where is it? Where's the tape? Oh, it's here. So I think I'm going to be using this tape. You're supposed to put this tape like on your clothes. The clothes and the fabric is going to stay just right there. I use this on my curtains, but this time I'm gonna try to use it here too. Okay, I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to fold the fabric like that. Yes. Whoa, it looks perfect. Gosh, it looks so good. Perfect. Now I think we can add some branches here just to add a nice touch. For this other side, what I usually put is this small stool that I have. It's from Five Below, and I really like it, and I think it's going to match really good, but I have an idea on mine that I can't keep out of my head. My idea is to use the kitchen towel to cover this fabric, and then once this season is over, I can just like rip it out. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm going to put this fabric like this, and I'm going to like stretch the fabric really good. really like it. Now let's put it on the entry table. Okay guys, this is how my project turned out. I really love how my entry table looks now, how everything looked together. I love the neutral colors too, but I think I maybe can add some twinkle lights here, maybe on the Christmas tree and the garland. Maybe I need to see if I have some. I have to check for that. But anyways, thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please a big thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel. Make sure that you are subscribed, and yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.